Okay folks, what we have here is the latest addition to my computer room, the H2 type Searchlight signal that I restored. Originally built by the Union Switch and Signal Company sometime in the 40s, I believe, because when I got this thing, there was a little installation and maintenance guide from US&S stuck back in the housing that had a 1940s publication date on it. So that's a reasonably good estimate, I would think, of when this thing was originally built. Now, I do know that it was retired from the Burlington Northern Santa Fe Railroad because also stuck in the housing was a little BNSF sticker. Now, interestingly enough, I got this thing from a tree service company, not exactly the kind of place you would expect to have retired railroad signals for sale, but the Kramer Tree Specialist, West Chicago, Illinois, had a pretty good collection of these things actually, or at least they did in the summer of 2016 when somebody went up and took video of all the ones they had there in their yard. A lot of them, mostly GRS, but they did have some of the H2s as well. Of course, that video is up on YouTube. You can search for it if you have a notion to get one of these things for yourself. There is contact information there in the video description. And so I'm not going to go into a great deal of detail other than to say if you really are looking to get one of these things for yourself, I would suggest that Kramer Tree is an excellent place to start. And one more quick shout out to my friend Murray Moore. Now, he's an excellent woodworker, and he custom designed and custom built this awesome looking old school display stand that the signal sits on. So Murray, I appreciate that a bunch. Thank you so much. Now, just for a point of reference, let me show you a picture of what this thing looked like when it was first unloaded off the truck in front of my house. There it is. You can see that cosmetically it was pretty weather worn from decades of exposure to the elements, but structurally it was in pretty good shape. I did have to take a hammer to the target and to the shade in a couple of places to straighten out the metal a little bit, but overall, as you can see, it was in really good shape here when I got it. So all I did was just take it apart and then take all of the parts and pieces across town to be sandblasted and powder coated. So a quick shout out to the folks at Bremen here in Ocala. They did a wonderful job of powder coating this thing, and I think it really looks, almost better than new. And here we are from a slightly different angle, showing you the housing back there behind the signal and how it all looks. And I think they did a wonderful job, and this thing looks awfully good. So tell you what I need to do here. Let me go ahead and pull up a chair and put the camera down, and I'll show you how all of the various aspects change. Okay, there we go. And the transformer to change all the aspects is back here on the top of the platform behind the shade, so you're going to have to look at my ugly mug for a little second while I work on this. Of course, there you go, clear signal. And when the train comes by and knocks it down to stop, of course, we've got the yellow approach signal as well. But my favorite, of course, clear signal. Train coming, boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing. Thanks for watching.